Now we discuss about the software engineering third lesson. Now agile view of process we discuss. Previous class process models are completed. First, what is agile? We discuss about what is agile. Agility has become the today's buzzword when describing the modern software process. Agility is nothing but modern software process. Everyone is agile. Like agile team is a nimble team able to approximately respond to the changes to change. What software development is very much about. Changes in the software is being built, changes to the team members, changes because of the new technology, changes of all kinds of that may impact on the product they build on the project, creates the product, all these things. Agility is more than the effective response to change it. Now Agile Alliance defines the 12 principles are there. Achieve the agility. High priority. Here the principles are: high priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software, and welcome to changing requirements even late in development. Agile process harness change in the customer competitive advantage. Deliver to working software frequently from the couple of weeks and couple of months. Next, business people or developers work together daily throughout the project. Build project around the motivated individuals. The most efficient and effective method of conveying the information to and within the development team. Working software is primarily measure of progress. Agile process promotes sustainable development and continuous attention to technical excellence of good design and simplicity. Next, what is agile process? First, what is agile process? Any agile process is characterized in a manner that adopts three key assumptions about the majority of software projects. Here the different assumptions are there. It is difficult to predict in advance which software requirements will persist, in which will change. Next, for many types of software, design and construction are interleaved. Analysis and design, construction and testing are not predictable. Like three different principles are there. Assumptions. Next, agile process models. There are different process models are there. Agile process models. First one is extreme programming. This occurred in late 1980s. Here extreme programming use object-oriented approach. Here in this one we can do planning. Planning activity begins with the creation of set of stories. Extreme programming process can be done by planning and planning, design, coding and testing. It is done by 4 phases. First, planning phase. Here we use the stories, values, acceptance test criteria, iteration plan, and then design. In the design we use simple design, CRC cards and spike solution prototypes. Next, coding. In coding we use pair programming, and testing we use unit test and acceptance testing, and then release the software increment project like this one. Like this extreme programming process can be done. Next, adaptive software development. Adaptive software development has been proposed by some Jim Highsmith. Is a technique of building complex software and complex software. Adaptive software development is like here the first phase is speculation and collaboration and learning. Here 3 phases are there: speculation, collaboration and learning. Next, what is speculation? Here it is a project initiated and adaptive cycle planning is conducted. Adaptive cycle planning use the project initiation information. Here project initiation is there. Project constraints, basic requirements, time box, release plan, all these things. Next one is collaboration. In the collaboration we use the requirement gathering and mini specifications. And next one place is learning. The learning we use the components implemented, tested, focus groups on the feedback, formal technical views, all these things. So this chapter is completed. Next one is software engineering practice. Here first one is essence of practice. In this one we can understand the problem, first point, and then plan the solution, carry out the plan like code generation, and examine the result for accuracy, testing and quality assurance. Here communication analysis, first part. Second part, modeling and software design. Next, code generation, testing, quality of software. This is the essence of practice. First, understand the problem. Here the like 4 phases are there, 4 principles. Next one is core principles. What are the different principles we use? For software engineering practice there are 4 principles are there. First one is the reason it all exists. Here all the other principles support this one. The reason it all exists. Second principle is keep it simple and stupid. Third one is maintain the vision. Fourth one is what you produce others will consume. Fifth is be open to the future. Sixth is plan ahead for use. Third one is they're not necessary. Next, communication practice. Here also they can give some principles. Listen and prepare you to communicate. Someone should facilitate the activity. Face-to-face communication is the best. Take notes to the document decisions. Strive collaboration, stay focused. And if something unclear, draw the picture. Is software engineering practice all these things. Next, some planning practices. Some principles are there for planning practices. Principles are understand the scope of project and involve the customer in planning activity. Recognize the planning iterative and estimate based on what you know. Consider the risk as you define the plan. Be realistic. Adjust the granularity as you define the plan. Define how to intend and ensure quality. Describe how to intend accommodate change. And these things are there. Next, analysis modeling principles. Each analysis method has a unique point of view. However, analysis methods are related to a set of operational principles. For analysis modeling, principles are the information domain of problem must be represented and understand, and function of the software performed must be defined. Behavior of the software must be represented. Models and depicts of information function behavior partitioned in a manner that uncover the layered fashion. Next one is analysis task should be from essential information towards the implementation detail. This is a different principles of analysis modeling. Next one is design modeling principle. For designing, principles are design should be traceable to analysis model. And next one is always consider the architecture of the system. Design the data to be important as a design processing the function. Interfaces both internal and external must be designed. User interface design should be tuned as the need of end user. Component level design should be functionally independent, and components should be loosely coupled in one another to external environment. Design representation should be easily understandable. Design should be developed iteratively. With each iteration, design should serve the great simplicity. Next, construction practice is there. Coding principles and concepts. In coding principles and concepts, first one is preparation principles and coding principles and validation principles. All are different are there. For preparation principles, before you write the line of code, you have to understand the problem and try to solve. Next one is understand the basic design principles and concepts. Pick the programming language that meets the need of software to be built, and select the programming environment and create the set of unit tests, all these things. Next one is coding principles. Here begin the code, construct the algorithms for the following structural programming, select the data structure, meet the needs, understand the software architecture and create the interface. If conditional logic is simple and possible, create the nested loops in a way that make the easily testable. Select the meaningful variable names. Follow the other local coding. Write the code for self-documenting. Create the virtual layout. These are different coding principles. Next one is validation principles. After you completed the first coding program, conduct the code walkthrough when appropriate. Next, perform the unit test and correct errors when uncovered and refactor the code. These are the different validation principles. Preparation, coding, validation principles are completed. Next one is testing principles. Here the objectives are, testing objectives are: testing is a process of executing the program with the intent of finding errors. Next, good test case is one with high probability of finding as yet undiscovered error. The successful test is one that uncovers the discovered error, like this. Here the different principles are there for this one. Testing principles. The previous one are the objectives. The principles are: all tests should be traceable to the customer requirements. Next one is test should be planned long before the testing begins. The Pareto principle applies to the software testing. Test should be begin to small, progress toward the large. Exhaustive testing is not possible. Next, deployment principles. Delivery of the software increment represents an important milestone of the software project. There are a number of key principles should be followed for this deployment delivering. First principle is customer expectations for the software must be managed. Complete delivery package should be assembled and tested. Support regime must be established before the software to be developed. Next, appropriate instructional materials must be provided to the end users. Buggy software should be fixed first and delivered later. Like this, software engineering practice chapter can be completed. Next chapter is system engineering. Subscribe to my channel Technology Education by PVK. I'm closing this. Next class we discuss about the next chapters.